where the gun was found spot. We heard gunshots.
The physical wounds from October 21st, 2012 may have healed, but the emotional trauma Sarah Maldonado suffered remains just as painful 5.5 years later.
I pleaded for my life, didn't know if I was going to live or die. I watched other people die.
She was working as a nail technician at the Azana Salon Spa when Radcliffe Houghton opened fire on her and her coworkers before turning the gun on himself. The bullet struck Maldonado in the neck and arm.
I held my breath. I pretended to be dead for a while.
She says she only escaped death because she knew she had another life to protect. Maldonado was 7 months pregnant.
And I thought the only way that he has a chance to live is if I get out and get help.
She and her unborn baby did survive. Zena Daniel, Madeline Lind, and Carrie Roebuck did not. Investigators later determined the shooting stemmed from a domestic dispute. Daniel had recently filed a restraining order against Houghton, her estranged husband.
He was looking for his wife. While
tragic, the Brookfield shooting is far from unique. From nightclubs to music festivals, and this year, schools in Florida and Maryland. These scenarios continue to play out across the country. Victims advocates say one common thread ties them together. The gunman had a history of abusive behavior.
Intimate partner violence is the leading cause of mass shootings in the United States.
As people across the country marched last month to fight for stricter gun laws, Courtney Olson, who helps run the statewide domestic violence homicide response team, says the conversation surrounding mass shootings is lacking when it comes to addressing the root cause.
I think in order to break the cycle, one of the things that we really need to do is educate young people on what healthy relationships look like.
A bill is currently making its way through the state legislature that would require school districts to provide relationship education for all middle and high school students.
They have no past experience in dating, and maybe all they know is what they're seeing at home.
It's 100% preventable.
Heather Lawler works with lawmakers to crack down on perpetrators. She's also efforting legislation that would classify an act of domestic violence in front of a child as a felony offense.
It is proven that, domestic violence in a home with a child leads to suicide, leads to mass shootings.
It's hard. Every time the news comes on and there's another shooting, I relive that day.
A message Maldonado shares. Despite rarely commenting publicly, she says she can no longer stay silent, waiting for another attack.
I just want to see something happen moving forward. It can prevent lives from being taken.
Hoping no one else will have to wonder if their colleague, classmate, or child will be next. Madeline Anderson, Fox 6 News.
Madeline, thank you.